Hi everyone. This is about a day in the life of a Stevens intern, as someone who wants to go into automotive engineering. So first I get off at the Path, which is Hoboken's train station, and Hoboken is where Stevens Institute of Technology is located. And usually before I actually get into my internship, I like to walk around the main street or go for a cup of coffee or bagels. They have really good bagels at Stevens. And afterwards I walk to Gateway South, the mechanical engineering building where the proof lab is. And so right now you can see me in the proof lab where I'm currently designing and creating my autonomous robot, which is the project I chose at my internship. And I'm still in the early stages of designing, redesigning multiple times, making the material list, constructing it, etc. But this is me hopefully finishing my last Fusion 360 AutoCAD design of what I want my robot to look like. But first I need the acceptance from my Professor Pochi Raju, in order to actually start buying the materials and 3D printing it, because I want to definitely use all the resources in the lab to make this with using the least amount of money as possible. And so I've been learning AutoCAD since I was a freshman. I currently major in automotive engineering and design at my technical high school, so we've always been 3D printing, 3D designing, sketching, learning Python, MATLAB, Overleaf, etc. So having an internship where I can just use those skills I learned in class is like a really great way for me to use the opportunities in the lab, but also use my prior knowledge to kind of make the whole process really easy and really fun. And so it's just been a really good experience. This is me just trying to finish it up because we only work 6 hours a day, but sometimes it feels like that time goes really quickly. So now this is the tour of the actual proof lab. And so proof lab stands for prototype object fabrication, which basically means we do a lot of 3D printing design. So throughout the video, you're going to see a lot of 3D printers and a bunch of parts. So these are just the first 3D printers you see when you enter the room. And this is actually my first design of what I wanted my robot to be, but obviously it wasn't good, so I had to redo it. So that's part of the process. Here's a cool project that the seniors who are intern at this lab are working on, and actually a lot of the parts they're using was 3D printed in this lab using that 3D printer. And that's what I want to do with my project. I want to make it so like I 3D print as many parts as possible so I can reduce the cost and kind of design it in my own way. So these are just more 3D printers. They take up the whole room almost. This is my favorite 3D printer. This is a carbon fiber 3D printer, which is I want to learn how to use because they use carbon fiber in the automotive industry a lot, and it's definitely something I want to get into. So when I go to college, I know exactly how to use these types of equipment and software. These are just some of our mini 3D printers where people make their own personal projects on. I definitely want to start doing that if we have time after our project. So this is the back area. We don't really use it that much. It's mostly where people who are cutting or they're doing something that's a little more dangerous will do in the back. And here's me showing the robotic arm, which one of the projects the seniors are working on are using, which is really cool. And so I just wanted to show you what really inspired me when I first came to the lab. So this is a robot, like automotive robot, and it didn't work, and we tried to fix it, and we didn't get it to work because we were going to use this as a base model of what our project was going to be. But this inspired us to actually create our own robot after we couldn't get it to work. And so this lab is just a really great place to intern at because there's so many great people, and it's definitely inspired me and created a lot of curiosity of all the opportunities I can have when I go to college. And it definitely made me a lot more excited about making things from scratch and all the opportunities I'll have.